Interested in honoring or paying tribute to a loved one, or just making a loved one feel special? HGP TV offers you all that and more. Air your birthday greetings, death announcements, and wedding anniversaries on HGP TV today. HGP TV offers affordable prices, convenience, and great services. Call us on 220-3660 or email us at sales@hgptv.com.
Top stories this evening, sponsored by Coors, bringing value home. PPPC government integrally syndicated with criminality. Ramjatan fires back at VP Jagdeo on corruption. The proposed amendments to the 2018 Cybercrime Act trespasses on rights of citizens who speak out against government, says Attorney Nigel Hughes. 35% salary increase for teachers under a new PNCR government, says Elson Lowe. And 3 men wanted over Durban Street double homicide. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm Travis Chase with the Monday, September 9 edition of the HGP Nightly News. Here's what you need to know this evening. It is the view of former Public Security Minister Kemra Dramjatan that the People's Progressive Party civic government has been trying in vain to hide widespread corruption and mismanagement, as he fired back at the party's General Secretary, who is also the country's Vice President. Here's more.
From what took place in the 5 years of APNU's leadership, APNU and AFC leadership of the country, after making all the lofty promises that they did, after claiming that they were not corrupt, they were clean, and they had all the plans to change Guyana. We now realize that that period was a period in which we had most corruption in our entire history.
It was that comment by General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic Barra Jagdeo during his recent press conference that prompted opposition Member of Parliament and former Public Security Minister Kemra Dramjatan to respond.
His government is integrally syndicated with criminality. We know that long before Roger Khan said he used to do a number of activities for them. Long before Miss Young from that international television's Voice News interview with Sue got so much information which left Jagdeo suing in his pants.
Mr. Ramjatan was at the time speaking during the Alliance for Change's weekly press conference Friday last. The former public security minister suggested that perhaps Mr. Jack Deo should examine himself first before pointing fingers.
The reverse is happening, where monies are moving up the chain of command in today's Guyana in the form of kickbacks, levies paid to superiors, and purchase for positions. We have what is called unfettered permission to extract resources for personal gain and protection from repercussions.
The party says too that Guyana has experienced under the PPPC the wanton transfer of state assets into private hands through corruption. Therefore, an audit should be done.
Protection right has to be extended to the people at the bottom who are paying for the top, and that is why you will not get investigations and so on happening. So we see contracts being given to friends and family. The Schoonard Road is one.
Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. The revision to the 2018 Cybercrime Act will be used as a tool to stifle, prosecute, and silence those who denounce the government. This is the view of attorney at law and leader of the Alliance for Change, Nigel Hughes. The story from Antonio Day.
What the present government is attempting to do is to criminalize defamation. Why would you want to criminalize somebody because they went to social media and called you a trench crappo? If you are offended by that term, the law provides you with a civil remedy. You sue the person. You bring an action for defamation.
That was attorney at law and leader of the Alliance for Change, AFC, Nigel Hughes, responding to the government's proposed amendments to the existing Cybercrime Act. Hughes, during a press briefing last Friday, said it is important to understand the prehistoric context of the Cybercrime Act. He explained to reporters that the first such law was back in 2001, which is the Budapest Treaty. In actuality, it wasn't a treaty, but a convention on cybercrime, the AFC leader further explained. The convention covered 5 areas to which Hughes listed.
It was illegal access to a computer, illegal interception of information, data interference, system interference, and misuse of devices.
Under the heading, quote-unquote, misuse of devices, nothing relating to the issue of defamation was mentioned, Hughes stated. Hughes also noted that the proposed amendment to the existing legislation gives the prosecution the leeway to prosecute persons for defamation. He opined that this is a mechanism to either silence persons like fellow party member Sherrod Duncan who criticize the government or armed forces, such as the Guyana Police Force.
We've had a series of charges against Leon Bascom. We have seen what has happened to Sherrod Duncan. And in essence, they have now criminalized what for centuries has been a civil wrong.
Hughes called for the repeal of several aspects of the 2018 Cybercrime Act, especially Section 19.
We have very grave reservations, very, very grave reservations about anything looking like an expansion of the cybercrime bill.
Antonio D. reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Antonio. The main political opposition believes that stamping out corruption will immediately put more monies into the pockets of the nation's public servants, particularly those in the teaching profession. The story from Daisy Richards.
Just through cutting out corruption, $50 billion could be made available pretty much immediately for those teacher salary increases.
That was economist and treasurer in the People's National Congress Reform, PNCR, Elson Lowe, during the office of the leader of the opposition's press conference on Monday. Lowe added that as time progresses, there will be additional increases in costs that will be dealt with if the need arises.
Given that the national budget is significantly in excess of $1 trillion, there's quite a lot of fiscal space.
With hopes of going into office after the 2025 general and regional elections, Lowe highlighted that there will be significant increases for teachers after fruitful consultations with the Guyana Teachers Union.
Through realizing efficiencies, whether that is in better management, whether that is in cutting out corruption, we will be able to easily afford these amounts.
Ensuring teachers receive a 35% salary increase are among top priorities for a new PNCR-led government, Lowe stated. The increase, according to The Economist, will be financed from a $50 billion budget earmarked just for increases. Only recently, President of the Guyana Teachers Union, Mark Light, signed a 3-year agreement with the Ministry of Education, giving teachers a 10% salary increase for 2024, 8% increase for 2025, and 9% for 2026. The agreement also caters to some non-salary issues. For HGP Nightly News, I am Dacia Richards.
Thank you, Dacia. There is more news ahead. Stay with us.
Transitions Light Intelligent Lenses. Pick your color. Choose your style. Available at Optique Vision Care.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical, empowering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
Say goodbye to germs with a free Sterling Super Soap automatic dispenser. That's right, get free equipment and installation of our touch-free dispenser. The perfect amount of soap every time ensures clean and germ-free hands. Refilling is quick and easy with 4 amazing fragrances: coconut, sunflower sunrise, pink blossom, and citrus zest. Call us on 265-7403.
Krishna Rock Establishment. No job is too small or too large. We specialize in all types of fabricating, machinery, excavator repairs, rice field pumps, and hydraulic hoses. Visit us at Lot 113, Block CC Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara, or call 220-9624, 616-9416, or 619-7880. At Krishna Rock Establishment, no job is too small or too large.
Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. A tragic story. 2 families are now in mourning following the deaths of 2 children who were playing in the water during a Sunday birthday celebration at a creek on the Soestdijk-Linden Highway. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
A birthday celebration turned into tragedy on Sunday when 10-year-old Akira LaRose and her 11-year-old cousin Jordan Jack drowned during an outing at enchanted Soestdijk-Linden Creek Highway. According to the police, the girls, 10-year-old Akira LaRose of Lot 95 Stroudville, West Coast, Demerara, and 11-year-old Jordan Jack of Lot 1726 Tushan, West Coast, Demerara, were at Enchanted Creek on the Linden Soestdijk Highway with family members, including their grandmother Alison Class and Jack's father, to celebrate LaRose's 10th birthday. It is alleged that the 2 girls were playing in the water and were later discovered missing. An alarm was raised and a search party was formed, and the 2 girls were found in the water unresponsive. They were rushed to the Diamond Diagnostic Center by police and public-spirited persons, but despite efforts to revive them, both were pronounced dead on arrival at the medical facility. Police in a statement said that ranks conducted an examination on the bodies and no marks of violence were detected. The bodies were taken to the Memorial Garden Funeral Home and are awaiting a post-mortem examination. An investigation into the incident is ongoing. A video circulating on social media showed persons in a small boat on the creek with a number of others diving and resurfacing repeatedly. One of the divers found the child's body and called out to others for assistance before retrieving her lifeless body. Tianoko reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Tiana. The mining town of Linden saw significant flooding and erosion on Sunday as a result of heavy rains. Here again is Tiana Cole.
Following hours of rainfall on Sunday, several communities in the mining town of Linden are currently underwater, and certain areas are being eroded as a result of the heavy downpour. Nightly News spoke with Mayor Sharma Solomon on Monday, who said that while the flooding affected every area along the Wisma shore, it primarily affected West Watuka, Silvertongue, Victory Valley, 1st, 2nd and 3rd Alleys, and Poker Street, with nearly 200 homes affected and residents forced to relocate. The mayor stated that the flooding and erosion was a problem in a number of villages, including Blueberry Hill, Victory Valley, Green Valley, and Retrieve. As a result, a number of roads and drains collapsed.
We've also had, based on the intervention of the government, works that were complained about that were being poorly done, such as no drainage when roads are constructed, and shoulders for drains, which are a direct result of the destruction that we have seen.
According to Solomon, the Disaster Commission has received a list of names from the council of those persons who will need hampers, as well as emergency assistance and relief.
Because of some of what we believe should have been done before to prevent this, as outlined just now, and government not taking the advice of the elected official.
He emphasized that the Linden community has suffered 3 severe flooding in the last few months, and the government ought to fairly compensate them for their losses. After the flooding in June, the council had asked for immediate emergency funding to clear areas in the central business district which were severely affected, and even though some work was done by the government through the town clerk, the areas were still inundated on Sunday.
The work that was done by the government through the town clerk was poorly done, to the extent that the work is incomplete right now. The tape is obstructed, and materials that were dug the last time is back in the drains and clogging it right now.
Solomon urged the government to fulfill its constitutional duty of collaborating closely and meaningfully with the stakeholders in order to better understand why floods are plaguing Linden. He added that a resolution to engage a consultant was made last Wednesday at a statutory meeting, and that the council had advised the government to do so in order to better understand the drainage network. Tianoko reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
On the police blotter, 3 men who police believe have left the jurisdiction are wanted for a double homicide which took place on August 24. The Guyana Police Force has issued wanted bulletins for O'Malley Vera, Keron Hines, and Dominic Darrell Osborne. The men are wanted over the August 24 shooting on Durban Street that resulted in the deaths of 2 men. The Corporate Communications Unit of the Guyana Police Force believes that Vera's last known address was Lot 47 Princess Street Lodge. Osborne's last known addresses are 44 Princess Street and 196 E 51st Street, Brooklyn, New York, while Hines' last known addresses are Lot 4 Smythe Street, Working Rust, Georgetown, and 134 E 59th Street, Brooklyn, New York. A source familiar with the investigation has told Nightly News that the 3 men were involved in the shooting death of Anthony Haverscombe and Lawrence Wayne at 23 Durban Street Lodge, Georgetown. The police said following the shooting, 6 persons were hospitalized, while 40-year-old Anthony Haverscombe, called Pandit, and Lawrence Wayne succumbed to their injuries. The police had said too in a statement that an all-black party was held at V's Flavor Delight at 23 Durban Street Lodge. The police said they stopped the party at about 5 a.m. on August 24. Soon after, according to eyewitnesses, a dark-colored car pulled up and opened fire on the group of men who were standing on the roadside. The car sped away from the scene and was later found abandoned at Manatee Place in South Ruimveldt. The car's registration was traced to a businesswoman who related to investigators that her car had been hijacked. Police say any information leading to the arrest of the men will be treated with the strictest of confidence. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. There is more news ahead. Stay with us.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Tropic Construction Solutions, we pride ourselves on being one of the leading distributors of high-quality woven and non-woven geotextile fabric, geotextile tubes, and geogrids for over 15 years in Guyana. We supply reflective vests, sleeves, quality hard hats, and more for your construction needs. We are located in number 2 Village, East Coast Berbice, 1 minute from Palmyra. Our distribution mechanism enables us to offer delivery across the city of Georgetown. Contact us at +5926-284-077 or visit our website at www.tcsgt.com.
Working and studying? Lacking energy and restless? Dr. Chase Nerve Food and Nerve and Blood Tablet and Tonic improve your energy, reduce stress and anxiety, improve immunity, digestion, sleep, and nerve function, fight anemia, and maintain liver function. Dr. Chase contains iron, vitamin C, B1, B12, manganese, liver fraction, aloe vera extract, and gentian root. Now, that's a doctor to trust. Dr. Chase.
Watching the HGP Nightly News, welcome back. Antonio Day tells us now that the first electronic ID card is expected to be issued before the end of the year, according to the Ministry of Finance's mid-year report.
The National Electronic ID System has stirred some tensions regarding how it was contracted and financed. There are also grave concerns by Guyana's political opposition regarding privacy issues, as the government was urged to put the proposed program in abeyance due to unsupported legislation. According to the Ministry of Finance's mid-year report, a new electronic passport control system is being established at the Chedijagan International Airport, CGIA, which will facilitate the processing of travelers' identification in a timely and cost-efficient manner. Works are underway on the establishment of kiosk, electronic passports, and e-gates by the end of 2024, the report cited. According to Head of State Irfan Ali, these cards will not replace the identification cards issued by the Guyana Elections Commission, GCOM, but would rather complement them. The implementation of the electronic ID card, coupled with the principles outlined in the recently passed Data Protection Bill, will cohesively create a comprehensive digital reservoir of personal information. Antonio D. reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
GuyExpo, the largest trade show in Guyana, was launched last Friday, where Minister of Tourism Onij Waldron highlighted that this year the ministry is expecting more support and exhibitors. The story from DC Richards.
Minister of Tourism and Commerce Onij Waldron last Friday at the launch of the annual GuyExpo highlighted that this year the ministry is expecting a larger turnout compared to 2023.
We anticipate this year's expo will attract even more participants eager to represent the broad-based development happening across our economy.
She added that GuyExpo is aimed at helping small businesses expand. As such, the government is invested in their development. Waldron further explained that many small businesses expand and are able to be featured at one of the largest exhibitions in Guyana.
Many of these enterprises, once small and emerging, have now evolved into viable, thriving entities. We are proud to offer them a platform like GuyExpo to showcase their achievements.
There will be a number of products and services on display at this year's exhibition, with several sponsors already confirming their participation.
With the interest that has already been shown by businesses and partners, we anticipate an even greater variety of displays, attractions, and interactive experiences.
This year, the theme for GuyExpo will be Guyana on Show, Fastest Growing Economy. GuyExpo returned in 2023 after a nearly 6-year hiatus. This year, the event will be held from November 14th to the 17th, and registration for businesses begin from October 1st to the 31st. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Residents of the Palms Geriatric Home Rehab Department have benefited from informative physiotherapy sessions in commemoration of World Physiotherapy Day 2024. Find out more from Carice Gonzalez.
To mark World Physiotherapy Day, the Palms Geriatric Home Rehab Department, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, hosted a symposium on Monday at their Brickdam location. The session focused on raising awareness about lower back pain under the theme, Lower Back Pain and the Role of Physiotherapy in its Management and Prevention. During the event, Nightly News spoke with several physiotherapists who discussed the main cause of lower back pain, its management, treatment options, and common misconceptions. They also provided insights on effective exercises for prevention and relief.
So the most common causes of low back pain can be due to structural problems such as scoliosis or stenosis. We can have fractures such as compression fractures. You have disc herniation. You have sprains or strains, as well as tumors in the spine.
So if somebody actually has good posture or practices good posture, they can help to prevent or ease that pain that they're feeling in their back.
Nightly News also interviewed several participants who expressed enthusiasm about the event. They shared how beneficial the session was for them and how they intend to capitalize on the knowledge gained.
Feel happy about it. It's over 12 years I suffer with back pain. I get a fall from a workplace from top to bottom, but I never let it keep me back. I came in with a pain in the knee. I travel with arthritis, and in the midst of the exercise, I feel and the pain wasn't there. So I want to thank y'all for this exercise.
I have learned so much from this exercise. The first thing I learned what really causes back pain, then how to treat it.
Right now I am suffering from arthritis, and with this lesson I know how to move and what to do.
It was a very good exercise, and I feel very comfortable with it. Everything that I learned is something that will benefit us.
World Physiotherapy Day is celebrated annually on September 8th. Monday's event featured a range of activities including exercise sessions, question and answer, and both theoretical and practical learning opportunities for participants. I am Carice Gonzalez reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Stay tuned for regional news.
In today's fast-paced world of modern finance, with its many options and opportunities, you will need good advice and help getting value for your money. Hand-in-hand trust is the way to go. From owning your own home or business with our residential and commercial mortgages to drive a new car with a vehicle loan, we'll help you realize your dreams. You can also access investment deposit accounts, share brokerage services, personal trust, thrift and pension plan trusteeship, property management, investment portfolio management, safe deposit boxes, the convenience of our Cambio, Western Union, and Bill Express services. Hand-in-hand trust for financial services and more, helping you get the most out of your financial resources and your life.
Ganja from every nation in the Caribbean. Larger than life, we're building legends in this Caribbean nation. We're all in CPL time.
We're all in Republic Bank, the title sponsor and official bank of the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League.
Whatever your dream is, Republic Bank can help you make it happen. You can make it happen. Let's help you get there with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Good evening, I'm Daisy Richards and welcome to Monday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Venezuela. Police in Guinea-Bissau have seized 2.63 tons of cocaine found in an airplane that arrived from Venezuela in the West African country's capital, the judicial police said. Agents confiscated 78 bales of drugs that were smuggled in on a Gulfstream IV aircraft during a raid on Saturday afternoon at Bissau's Osvaldo Vieira International Airport, the police said in a statement. The aircraft's entire crew of 5, including the pilot, was arrested. They included 2 Mexican nationals as well as citizens of Colombia, Ecuador, and Brazil. The detainees will appear before a regional court on Monday for interrogation, the statement said. Police said the raid, code-named Operation Landing, was carried out in cooperation with the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration and the Maritime Analysis and Operations Center, Narcotics. Drug smugglers often use West African countries as a transit point to ship cocaine from South America to Europe. The seizure at the weekend is one of the biggest recorded in recent years. Cocaine remains among the most widely used drugs worldwide, with 23 million users, according to the 2024 UN World Drug Report. While in El Salvador, the head of El Salvador's police forces and a man accused of multi-million-dollar embezzlement were killed when the military helicopter in which they were traveling crashed on Sunday night, the government said. Police Director Mauricio Arriaza was escorting former cooperative manager Manuel Cotto back to El Salvador. Cotto, who was accused of embezzling $35 million, had been arrested earlier on Sunday in Honduras after attempting to flee to the United States. He was subsequently handed over to Salvadoran police. According to the Salvadoran Armed Forces, the helicopter crashed in the Pasaquina district in the southeast of the country near the border with Honduras. The total number of people in the helicopter when it crashed remains unknown. President Nayib Bukele said on X, quote, "What happened cannot remain a simple accident. It must be investigated thoroughly and to the last consequences," unquote. He praised Arriaza for his significant contribution to national security and his roles in various police operations. Finally, news from Bolivia. Bolivia declared a national emergency due to raging forest fires, the country's defense ministry announced on Saturday. In a press conference, Defense Minister Edmundo Novillo said the national emergency would allow the country to quickly coordinate international support. Quote, "This will allow us to have more agile and effective support from friendly countries and from international cooperation," unquote, Novillo said. Bolivia has seen the largest number of wildfires since 2010, with at least 3 million hectares, 7.5 million acres, burned this year, according to INEP, Brazil's space research agency that monitors fires. South America is in the throes of its peak fire season. That spans August and September, after an unusually early fire season started devastating the country in July following a drought. Bolivia's firefighting forces are stretched thin, and the government has called for international aid. Indigenous volunteers try to protect land they used to grow crops and feed livestock near Chiquitano Forest, north of Concepcion, that extends towards Brazil and Paraguay, but some were forced to evacuate. Brazil has also seen major blazes in cities, and the Amazon rainforest is off to the worst start in 2 decades after a record drought. Thank you for watching, and do have a productive week. Until next time.
PPPC government integrally syndicated with criminality. Ramjatan fires back at VP Jagdeo on corruption claims. The proposed amendment to the 2018 Cybercrime Act trespasses on the rights of citizens who speak out against government, says Nigel Hughes. 35% salary increase for teachers under a new PNCR government, says Elson Lowe. And 3 men wanted over Durban Street double homicide. We don't believe they are in Guyana, according to a source. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm Travis Chase. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.